Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing an alternate 1988 election. It's George Bush, the Republican nominee, versus Jimmy Carter. What if Jimmy Carter decided to run in 1988 after Reagan ended his 8 years in office? What if he decided to run again against the vice president of Reagan? How would he do? So as you can see, the safe states are up on screen right as of now. This George Bush has 178 safe electoral votes to Jimmy Carter's safe 54 electoral votes. So let's go on to the screen. First of all, taking a look at each state. First off, we've got the state of, let's see, West Virginia. Dukakis won it for about 4 points. Carter, in my opinion, is a better candidate than good old Dukakis. I think he'd win it by around 6 or 7, winning it by a likely margin. Going on to state of Oregon, he won it by 4. I think he'd be able to win it by a likely margin there in Oregon. New York, he won it by Dukakis won it by 4. Carter probably can't do as good as Dukakis in the Northeast, in just my personal opinion. He probably wins it lean. Wisconsin, 3 points. I think he wins it likely. Carter did have a good Rust Belt appeal, but Reagan just had a bit more white working class appeal than Carter did, as well as he had the multiple crises going for him, and I think that will be blown over by this point. Going on to Washington, Dukakis won it by a lean margin. I'm going to say Carter does the same. Going on to the Republican states, that good old Bush won. He only won Illinois by 2 points. It's a tricky call here. I think Carter's going to win it by a lean margin. I think he'll win it by a point or two just over Bush. Carter, in my opinion, is just a stronger candidate than Bush. Pennsylvania, again, only won it by 2 points. I think he barely tilts it. I think it's tilt-D at this point. Maryland, Bush won it by 2 points. I think he actually picks off Maryland by around that same percentage point. Maybe he does a little worse this time around. Vermont, 3 points. Probably does the same. Vermont was a very heavily Republican state that was swinging to the left. I don't think Carter's the one to flip it. California, he won it by 3. Shocker, I think Carter picks it off just barely, though. He gets it under 1%, but I think he flips California. Bush doesn't have that Reagan star power, and you could say the only reason why he won it was because Dukakis was a weak candidate, as well as the fact that Bush had the Reagan thing going for him. State of Missouri, he won it by 3. I'm actually going to leave Missouri blank for now. Going to the state of New Mexico, Bush won it by 4. I think he does the same thing here. I think he wins it by 4, just narrowly. Connecticut, he won it by 5. I don't think he wins it by a likely margin. I think he wins it lean. Montana, he won the state by 5 points. He won't win it by 5. Carter has appealed to the rural vote. Very rural class workers. He probably wins it by 2 or 3. South Dakota, he won it by 6. I think he does. I think he wins it by around 8 in this timeline. Colorado, he won it by 7. Colorado, very Republican state back then. I think he probably wins it by 7 still. Michigan, he won the state by 7. I think he actually keeps Michigan, but he wins it by around 3 or 4. Again, Carter, very working class appeal, was very anti-establishment back in the day. Bush, very establishmentarian Republican. I think Carter would have appealed to the Rust Belt voters, but I still think he'd lose Michigan. Maine 2nd District, I think Bush wins it by a likely margin. As you can see here, sorry, that was my DRA map that you almost saw. He won it by 10, but I think he wins it likely this time around. Going on to the state of Louisiana, I think he wins it likely. I think he wins all these southern states by a likely margin. Carter has that southern appeal, though the South was turning heavily Republican. Delaware and New Jersey both go likely in this point. Northeast was trending blue, but Carter isn't a Northeastern Democrat. I don't think he'd be able to pull it off. Missouri probably goes a lean R. Missouri was a bellwether, and so Bush might will most likely end up winning this election, as well as the state of Missouri, while he narrowly holds on to the state of Ohio. So this is the final electoral map for the 1988 election. George Bush would narrowly, well, kind of not narrowly, but he beats Jimmy Carter 318 to 219 to become the next president of the United States. He would still become president. Carter would lose yet again another election. So what did you guys think of this video? Is it shit? Do you like it? Tell me what you think down in the comments. This is the Chaotic One saying, peace.